Okay, back again. Sorry about the pause there. Just some unexpected delays. Let's see how we can get the camera set up so you can see what's happening over here. Just change position slightly because it's time to start shaping my pizzas. There we go, that's looking like it. You're going to be able to see what's going on. Cool. Okay, let's get this show happening. In the meantime, while I was away, the fire down significantly. It had dropped down to about 220, 230 Celsius, which is not really as hot as I'd like it. But popped a few bits of firewood on the fire, and as they say, now we're cooking with firewood. Oh, that feels like pizza dough. Now this is something I'm going to have to get used to a little bit, different than the way I've been used to dealing with pizza, because this is made with this technique. The dough is really, really soft, and I need to actually practice, but I also need to watch some more videos about people who make pizza with dough like this, because in the past I've kind of laid it down here and pushed it, pulled it and spread it out and used a rolling pin, but that's not something that this dough is going to cope with, so it's just a matter of just doing it like this. Not too bad. Let's get some cornmeal over here. That's looking good. Okay, this first one will be just a very simple pakapau. So this is a, no, you're not seeing it so well over there. Not too bad, not too bad. I might move the camera for the next one, but for now I just want to get this one in the oven. So this is a mixture of ground pork and Thai seasoning, chili, and kapau, which is Thai basil, one of the types of Thai basil. Might be a few other things in there, and this is one that my wife has designed. She likes it just so like this. Just with the kapau and the cheese, and that's all. I would tend to put tomato on it, tomato paste, and I'll be doing that when I do another one soon. So, into the oven. Beautiful. I like it when they come off easily like that. I don't know about my camera position here. It's a little bit, you're a little bit far away, aren't you? Let me see if I can bring you closer. And then we'll mix up another, we'll get another dough happening in a minute. Oh, I can hear that. I need to have a look. That's certainly not cooking with gas. Let me show you. There we go. You want to smell it too. It's fantastic. But I'm going to have to put you down for a minute. Didn't quite mean it to be put down. Messing around with the phone and trying to cook a pizza at the same time. But anyway, let's try this again. Let's see if we can get this happening a little bit more smoothly. The first pizza worked out really well. Sorry, you're not going to get to see it because I've got work to do over here. And the oven is hot. So when the oven's hot, I bake. And not having baked and live streamed before, it has some challenges. So, but I want to share this. It's fun, and I like to do it. I like to share what I do, but I've just got to try and manage my technique, juggle the dough, and not drop my camera, not drop my phone. Okay. Cornmeal. We've got holes in it. Don't want holes in it. So what I might do with this one is I'm just going to do it with... You can't see anything over there now, can you? What I'm here... Let's get this tripod in the game a bit more. What I'm doing here is I'm just going to do one just with the tomato paste on it. Concoct that and then freeze it just to see how we go. So just like that, nice and easy. That was a bit of a smaller pizza, that one, so we'll just see how we go with it. Wow, that oven is super hot. Whoops. I still need to be a little bit more gentle with it because it's I'll just pushed it a little bit too hard, and I thought it was free, but it was still stuck a little bit. So how's that angle there? Can you see what's going on? Too much sky in there, isn't there? So it's a bit dark. Try that. Hey. A little bit tricky when they stick on the bottom and it just twisted and it's a bit misshapen. So this is not a poster pizza. This is just one for, like I said, the freezer to test out how well they freeze and then thaw. Not super pretty, but that crust is that's nice. I like that. So we'll keep improving. So pop that out of the way, and then I've got one more here that I might just do the dough with no topping on it. And see how that freezes. Wow, it really wants to spring back and be small. I don't want you to be a small pizza, but I also don't want it to stick like that either. Because if it sticks, it's not going to come off too well. That might be a little bit tricky because without any topping at all, it just wants to close up. Let's see. Yep, and it didn't even slide off very well, so might be no. Just realised something I saw the other day that I didn't do, and that is to just pop all those bubbles. Otherwise we're just going to get a bunch of air and not have anywhere to put the topping later when we want to put it on. So that's alright. I've got 2 more balls of dough left, and they're quite big, so they're the ones that I made from half the dough and made it into 2 balls. So that's just saying hi, H-I. Don't know what that means. Maybe it's just friendly, or maybe it's giving me the nod that there's plenty of temperature, and it's certainly feeling very, very hot. That'll do for that one. Again, a little bit misshapen, but it looks nice and cooked. I will just pop it over here with the other one, and get one of these other big boys. Ooh, look at those. That's a serious pizza size there. Don't think I've ever cooked one quite this big before. Whoa, sticky. Just work with it, and because it's so big, I'm going to try and leave as much of that out the edge as possible. That nice puffy crust. Well, certainly making the dough in this manner, it is much quicker to create the pizza base like this. In the past, when my dough wasn't so hydrated and my method wasn't as good, I had to really work with the dough and really massage it a lot to try and get it to the right sort of texture and feel. But for this, it's very quick, but I definitely need to work on my technique for spreading it. don't want to put too much of this on because it's going to be too heavy and then that pizza won't want to slide off the board. There's too much kapow in there. And then cheese. Because the longer it stays on the board, then the more likely it is to stick. Yeah, it's a bit stuck now. No, that's all right. I always get a bit nervous at that stage because if it's sat on the cornmeal for too long, it just kind of soaks it up and it wants to stay on the board. And I don't want it to stay on the board. I like it to come off the board. I'll just give that a little bit longer. But it looks like I've managed to get it in there without any cheese hitting the ground. Can you see that okay? And look at that puffing up on the left hand side there because it's close to the fire. Okay, put you down for a minute. Just turn it around. And I might just put it away from the fire a little bit more too because it's hot. So this is the channel where you can watch pizza cook in my oven. Not very well. I'm trying to figure out how I can get an internal light in there, but I don't know if I can. I've usually got a flashlight down here at night so we can see more clearly, but I forgot to bring it with me today. Not thinking so much about the light because it's daytime. This is going to be a different sort of a pizza, this one. It's quite heavy. There's a lot of dough in that ball. What do you reckon? Needs a little bit more? I think so. I'll just turn it and get it over there a little bit more. Get myself a tray to put it on. Oh, I think I'm going to call that cooked. What do you reckon? Pretty good to me. Okay, here we go, a little bit more camera movement. We'll try and keep you in the loop a little bit better. And then I've got my last dough here. And this one is also going to be another interesting experiment because it's just an idea that was kind of sparked a long time ago when I ate a pizza in New Zealand that had mango on it. And when I lived in New Zealand, I didn't know much about mangoes. Still don't know much about mangoes, but now we're growing them in our yard and fantastic. And you can get, where's that? Can you see what's going on there? You can get so many different kinds of mango in Thailand, and around here we have an amazing selection because there's a lot of heirloom mangoes. There's a lot of old styles here that are fat and ugly. They're not very nice to look at. But they are fabulous in flavour. And I just had this idea when I was eating some this season about making mango chutney. It's something I used to eat a long time ago and had never ever tried to make mango chutney myself. So I thought I'd give it a go. And I was eating a piece of fresh bread that I'd baked, and it had, I put mango chutney on it. Whoops, doesn't want to go on the pizza. And so I thought, well, mango chutney tastes this good on fresh bread, it's probably going to taste pretty good if I do this with it. So here I am, sticking it on a pizza. You've got some bits of chilli in there, there's ginger in it, there is some onion, some garlic and some spices, and it's all pretty tasty. But the trick is going to be, I made one the other night and I got a little bit carried away. That's why I'm using a fork and not a spoon here, so it got too much liquid on it. I think I'm going to call that good, and I'm going to pop it in the oven for a little bit. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to add some chicken to it. And the chicken is chicken that we buy. Once I bought some yesterday at the down the road. And what's going on here? The little holder's not very good. I need to upgrade that if I'm going to pretend to do this again. But the chicken we buy is it's the rotisserie chicken I was telling you about before. It's charcoal cooked and just fantastic. So I thought I'm going to stick that on the pizza along with some mango chutney. That fire's hot. But because the chicken's already nicely cooked, I'm not going to cook it too much. I'll just add it in a little bit once the bread's almost done. Once the pizza crust is looking good, I'll pop the chicken on it. Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted. I just heard something in the garden there. It's a skink. It's I thought it was. Living in the countryside in Thailand, I'm more accustomed to figuring out what makes the noises, whether it's a bird or a skink or a duck or a snake. Snakes make different sounds when they're in the grass, in the undergrowth. You know what? It's kind of cool hanging here, but it's not cool at all. It's way too hot. But I've got to keep an eye on this pizza. It's looking good. A little bit of chicken on there, I reckon it's going to just be a bit of a winner. Look at that. I'll just slide it back in there momentarily. My skink is coming out to lie in the sun. Oh, look at him. Well, sorry you can't see him. He's over there on the steps. But I shouldn't be looking at him either. I should be just paying attention to this baby. Yeah, it's a different, bit of a different ball game when you get a heavier piece of dough on the tray, because it's more difficult to turn. It's sort of, yeah, And this one too, I think because of the moisture that's in the mango chutney and with the cheese on the bottom, it's a little bit different. But it's sounding nice. It's looking pretty good. Oh, so the cornmeal on the bottom is burning a bit. Oh, a little bit more, just on that edge. And because it's pretty hot in there. Let's see if my thermometer's. Yeah, that's still at about 310 just there, 300, just over 300. That's a good temperature for cooking pizzas. But I'll go out, I'll pull the bricks out of the back, open that hole up, I'll leave the front of it open for a while once this is done, just to cool it down so I'm not waiting till breakfast time tomorrow morning for my my loaf of bread. Look at that. I'll just put it on a tray. I'll just show it to you first. What do you make of that? It's not too bad, is it? Well, the proof is going to be in the eating, which I intend to do very soon. Once it's cool enough, that's lunch. Well, a little bit of a late lunch this time, but that's okay. Well worth it, I hope. So I'm still really not sure if anybody or many people are watching this, but that's all right. I'm having fun. I'm practicing, getting better at making pizza, better at doing something I enjoy. But it is significantly more difficult when I'm doing it and trying to manage even just my phone at the same time. And the first time I've done it. So what I think I'm going to do is, because it's taken me a lot longer than I anticipated, I will change things up a little bit, and I won't be putting everything that I'm doing on the live stream straight away. I will tomorrow. You'll probably miss out on the prep stage, and I'll just show you the cooking. So while I wait for that, so I'm not too impatient, I'm going to take those bricks out of the back so it can cool down a bit. So let's just, open the vent. Give it a bit of room to cool down. And then I'll go and find my loaf of bread that's in the freezer. Sorry, not in the freezer, in the fridge. Because my little miscalculation of timing, I had to slow it down a bit. I might not be so brave as to bite into a whole quarter of that. Let me just slice it one more time again. I'd like to think it'll hold up, but the crust is feeling really nice. Okay. Oh, a little bit of a droop. The bottom looks good. I don't know if you can see it from there, but oh, yeah. Well, I've got to tell you, I've never tasted a pizza quite like this. you're going to have to take my word for it. I think my wife even might need to take my word for it, because I'm not sure if there's going to be any left by the time she gets home. Bird, it's food here, I don't want you here. Wow, that is a good pizza. I'm happy with that. The that crust is good. I'll eat that again. How am I going to manage this? I think just to slow things down a bit there. Those two over there are ones for freezing. This one here is the one with the grapau, the cheese and the tomato on the base of it. So I'll cut this up. It's going to be a bit cooler so I can have a bit of a taste. I don't want it to get too cold, because if it's, once pizza's cooled down a bit, it loses a bit of its texture. It's good. Maybe a little bit too cooked underneath. Maybe there's a few black patches. That might be the millet. Maybe I need to clean it out a bit more frequently. But my crust is good. My bread's good. All steps in the right direction, for sure. So, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'm sure you don't want to watch me standing around eating pizza and cleaning the oven, but getting the stuff inside before my bird gets it. A little piece. Hey, I'm just feeding you. Come on. But yeah, that's quite pleasing. I don't know if it doesn't look like you can see it very well. There we go. Is it focusing? Doesn't know what to do, does it? It's not a very good camera. Anyway, the pizza's good. The pizza maker's happy. And we'll be back again sometime with some more. Bye for now.